discussion about is tourism good for developing country. Now, more and more people like to take a journal to a foreign country, like some developing country they favorite to like China and India, something like that. So, in my opinion, there were some good advantage of this, like they will develop some third industry here, and they will take many benefit and the income for the country. So, what do you think about this?
Yes, I agree with you some about the income for the tourism country. In my opinion, tourism can take many positive impact like the tourism will drive many relevant industries such as the hotel industry, catering industry, and the transportation and the entertainment industry. So tourism can increase the tourist city revenues. And the next point I'd like to talk is job opportunity. With the development of relevant industries, the tourism industry need worker support. So keep everything in the right way. And the third point I'd like to say is tourism can also make city international, and with a deepened international communication, we the citizen can broaden their horizon. So that's my opinion. And what about you?
I agree with you. I think the tourists should contribute to the local economic system for the native inhabitants because they will bring lots of money, and they should offer the tickets and the traffic cost, and it will contribute a lot of income and tax for the government, and the government can use this money to vote to the local contribute. And I think the church should require more and more the infrastructure. So the government should invest the money to this field, and that will indeed increase the level of the local people's life quality. For example, the Beijing Olympic Games after 2008, the road become widened and the air become more clean, and there are more and more stations and bridge be established. That's my opinion.
You're right, I can't agree more. Promoting tourism in developing countries can indeed increase income and help them to shake off poverty. You know, some people in these countries are extremely short of money, and they need necessary money to buy basic food to support their families. Besides, promoting tourism is also a good chance for the investors to learn the country, which can promote the developing country's economy. So, it's very necessary and important to promote tourism in the developing countries.
Yeah, in other sides we can know that some poor countryside they need to develop it, but they have not the industry resource and equal commercial hardware, so they need to rely on the some tourism resource to help them to develop. So there is, I think, many advantage of the developing country. But on the other hand, we have many disadvantage of this, like the some the tourists will take the place to the developing country. They will might to carry some virus or bacteria to the developing country too. So the disease spreading is a big problem of that. So what do you think about another disadvantage?
Yes, I will show you some another disadvantages like many traveler if many traveler in my country, they can increase the goods price and they can also make our traffic jam and make the traffic terrible. And if I have the traffic jam around me and I will have a good mood and my work will not very efficiency. So that's a negative impact of the tourism.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I want to add some points. I think the tourists should cause a series of the problem. But the most important, I think, is the culture different. The culture different could lead some conflict with the inhabitants. Some common behaviors in our country should be illegal in the foreign country. So I think it's a very important thing we need to avoid. That's it.
You're right. Tourism also have disadvantages, as author has said just. Take China for an example. China is a country which have many people, and together can increase the traffic jam. Sometimes the car on the road are packed like sardines, which is very amazing. And there are too many people at tourist attractions, which can damage and even destroy the local ecosystem. So it's very essential to restrict the number of tourists. Besides, we also should promote the ecotourism. Ecotourism is a kind of tourism that does less damage to the environment. After all, we can't make money at the cost of the environment.
Yeah, you're right. In case of the tourists damage the local benefits, the government should balance the tourist and the environment. So the tourist amount should be limited. That's all.
Yeah, we discussion about the tourism for the developing countries. So there are so many advantage and some disadvantage of this. So we cannot easily to judge is a right thing or the wrong thing. So probably like some advantage we know, like increasing some income for the country and developing their facilities or another things. The disadvantage is obviously to can destroy their ecosystem or cause some traffic jam. So we need to critical thinking about this.